to say, big respect to Scout. I would have been banning that as well. But the Lulu has made it through the draft and immediately is locked in by BLG. PP God looked amazing on the Karma. It's time to find out what it looks like on a Lulu.
Yeah, I mean, we can see kind of like you've got, again, flexibility with this Lulu pick. Like, we have obviously seen in the support role for quite a bit, but we have seen like people like Nuggery have actually played in the top lane in the past. We're seeing a lot of flexibility when it comes towards this pick. Now, a lot of people are still playing it in that support position. It seems to be one of the stronger supports at the moment, but just leaving open there that there is that flexibility for this Lulu pick.
So Nocturne and Rumble immediately locked in. Oh, is it going to happen? Are we going to see the Juggernaut? It's something that we used to see many, many times back in the day, but it has been a lot of seasons since Juggernaut was insanely strong. I think Ardent Sensor meta was maybe the most recent Juggernaut meta.
There we go.
But there it is. No level 6s for the two bot laners. PP God going to be in trouble. Equalizer over both of them. PP God burning down the shield at the last second, but he still burns down. JJ taking a bit of damage back, is aiming, doing his best, but once again, Wei a little late to the party.
And these are the problems that you can have with this Lulu Kog'Maw. If you're not the ones that are actually ahead, if you're making sure to heavy force this lead for themselves, but not quite going their way.
Oh, they're going to try and dive. BuBu's just not having a fun time. It's as simple as that. We'll get the stun, though. We'll pull Mako back in. One more tower shot would do the trick. And there we have it. BuBu manages to find one. It's a single plate. And now Viper's in trouble. Aiming's here as well. Is it? Okay, he's not going to chase it. I got a little too excited. But hey, Aiming's everywhere on the map.
I was with you on that one. I 100% thought we were going to get to see the Kog'Maw Lulu running them down. But no, look, BuBu, yes, gets the kill back, which is fantastic. Does mean that, look, it's TP and his ultimate that were used, but the Rift Tower topside goes down. Aiming is here to collect that bot wave. So in the grand scheme of things, it's actually not the end of the world for BLG in the we need to feed Aiming column. Now, Scout, you can see there, Cleanse, not able to get away from that one. No flash either, and they just run him down.
Yeah, that's just one of the... We've all had those moments when you play in League of Legends, you got too focused on the wave, and then suddenly the whole enemy team appears in your lane, and you're like, not again. Not again. I'm not allowed to say the words that I would say in that situation on broadcast, but we all know that feeling. We do have a bit of a pause coming on through, but so far so good. I feel like for both teams. EDG manages to get themselves the lead. JJ especially is really starting to take away things, but Aiming, getting some early kills, or getting an early kill, very, very positive. Some early plates as well for the Kog'Maw. Does feel like that is the big win condition for BLG, and they're managing to get gold that direction.
Yeah, and you can see he's like very quickly working up towards that wit's end as well. Like, this has kind of become the staple for Kog'Maw, and it works super well. Just in obviously getting the extra attack speed, getting the magic damage on hit as well. And then too, the magic resist is going to be pretty nice just for, like, say the likes of Flandre, or even like taking some of the mixed damage that Kaisa can churn out as well. So I think overall, you know, we're not seeing enough pressure from EDG right now to warrant that, hey, BLG are in a bad spot. And I think that's...
Ping and back here up against EDG. I thought that was a misspelling of pick and ban then, and my brain just exploded. We're going to have a Karma and Lee Sin ban. We're going to have a Thresh and a Senna ban on the side of EDG. It's been a long day already, Dagda.
No,
this just cast is going to get kooky.
I didn't realize how close that was to pick and bang or pick and ban until you said it. Like, yeah. But anyway, it is going to get a bit kooky. The question for me is, if Lulu's going to get banned, Lulu does get banned. We will not get the exact same remake as we had last game. But again, Hex Flash is not allowed to be used in this game. So I'm curious to see now how that does mix things up and how that does potentially change up the support pool. I'm curious to see if, just from a comfort perspective, if you see people just going back to, you know, your bog standard. But I genuinely think that this could actually have a pretty big impact on the state of affairs.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see as the series pans out here. It's going to be a Nocturne first pick, Kaisa and Rumble to answer. Then over towards BLG, you could expect maybe something like the Udyr could be locked in for Wei. The Varus maybe could be taken up this time. So perhaps something like Tahm Kench could go up in priority as well. We'll have to wait to see what they opt in.
Like Tahm Kench can just kind of run away with that. But as you said, jungler and mid laner more than likely to be locked in, although it looks like Zika or Weiwei may actually be piloting the Nocturne here, as BLG will get his hands on the Jace. So still an okay matchup in the top lane, basically just trying to play around your range here as BLG and avoid the opportunity for a slicing dice from Flandre to close that gap. Again, though, we're seeing this Sylas come through as a blind pick. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I still think there's a lot of ways to counter it. It's got some good use when you look towards the likes of the Rumble, and you can take some of the ultimates away from like the Nautilus. But overall, I think you're leaving level soon, but isn't the top side of the map, so don't have to be too worried about trying to make any sort of plays on the bot side, as no flash on Zika.
Flandre making a play in the mid lane. Oh no, Zika, there's nowhere to go, mate. There's a jungler there as well. Everybody arrives to ruin Zika's day. Unfortunately for Scout, he doesn't get an assist, but at the end of the day, a kill's a kill's a kill's a kill, and they're going to be able to shut down Zika in the mid lane. Summoners from aiming. This guy is going aggressive. Can he get the chains? It stops the realm warp. It's beautiful in the end. Scout gonna be taken down. TP being channeled now. Mikeo gets a hook, but he's gonna be eaten up by PP God here. Can they get away from this one? Equalizer across the team. PP God flashes away onto the blast cone. Knocked up. Can he get away with the blast cone? He's gonna be able to get it in the last second here. And the shield comes through from the thick skin, but the ignite is there. The thick skin times out. An EDG 3 for 1.
3 for 1 and the dragon as well. So even though they tried to make the play into Scout, Scout buys so much time, the rest of EDG can collapse. And big victory there for the EDG side. Now TP back top side, but the tower may not survive, and this may not be the TP.
Yeah, Scout is suddenly in a 3 versus 1 here. The Herald will get the charge in. The tower is still alive, though. Wait, about 1 HP here. But so is Scout underneath the tower. Can they finally finish him off? Nobody goes down to the tower in the end. This will be a BLG favored play, but it was dicey.
It was dicey. Maybe pick up 1 or 2 kills before you hard commit.
Oh, Paranoia mid. That's going to be Scout going down once again, but a play towards the top side as well. I don't think they've been able to commit to that one. He had a ward in River, so I think BLG will be safe from the counterplay. Now towards the bot side goes Weiwei. So does PP God aiming. His lethality Varus, he can just clear the wave.
Yeah, I love that BLG actually kind of got it. And well, I think certainly for BLG, it's going to be a bit slower, as maybe not.
Maybe not, because we've got a pick in the jungle. The Paranoia is not enough to get him out, and will be both players. Oh no, aiming's gone down as well. It's all gone a little bit pear-shaped here for BLG, as EDG managed to find 2 picks in the jungle. It's going to be too early for the Drake, but they can move towards this bottom lane tower and at least find something off the back of that. And very nice play coming out from them to find 2 picks.
The Randuin's Omen that Flandre will be building third item. The Zhonya's that will come through from JJ. Hell, even Scout as well.
Does Equalizer even have a cooldown? That's the only question I've got remaining, as PP God saves Aiming's life but sacrifices himself. But a stopwatch buys him some time. Zika trying to dip out as well, but Aiming goes down. What a shot from Scout! Sniping him with the Rise, getting an extra kill. That's 2 picks now for EDG. And Baron could be on the card stack there.
Yeah, they have a lot of damage to take this down, and it's not like they're particularly low on health as well. So Viper and JJ going to start this. Scout going to hold on to that mid lane wave. Has that TP to join in as well, but you're only 3 members of BLG. You can't really do anything here.
It's going to be very difficult to contest. They do have a bit of poke from BLG, which can do work in a Baron pit. Getting some damage down. Weiwei used the Paranoia already. Has flash. Might go for the steal here, the 50-50, but it's not going to happen. JJ gets the snipe. It's another kill now onto Weiwei, and Scout just standing there, intimidating. And BLG just has to try and flee, but the slow from the Equalizer. Flandre trying to close the gap. Will get blasted away by the Thundering Blow here. And looks like Zika, mate, I'm not sure the blue buff is worth it. Here comes PP God to try and gobble up Zika. Might be able to save the day. Kingsley comes through, and it's actually Scout that's in trouble. I completely read it wrong, and Zika outplays them beautifully.
I mean, it's your own words used against you. The semi-global ultimate from the time Kench coming back, and now BLG, he wants to find more.
Well, JJ could be in trouble here, but BLG can't quite go in. Viper just blows him up. The rest of the team was not ready to make that play alongside him. Zika couldn't get in. There was no hard engage there. Weiwei, his ultimate was on cooldown. He was over in Zika. Has that depth charge, though. Will do a lot of damage in the hands of Sylas. As BLG up on the top side trying to 1v1 Flandre. This ain't the top lane anymore. You don't get the 1v1 at this point. There's a good amount of poke here. Zika going to be caught up. Has the Zhonya's. Chains of Corruption going out just onto one, though. PP God stepping forward to be the front line for his team. And a lot being used here. They're managing to keep EDG at range. This is the fight BLG have been looking for, but BU getting closed on by Viper. Very nicely done by the LCK80 carry here. And now trying to close the gap onto Zika as well. Flandre won't be able to get over, though. And now the poke continues. Aiming, still blasting these shots out. EDG, they're winning the fight for now, but they've got to be careful not to overextend for this one. Aiming very, very low on mana. The Dragon getting low. They've just got to get a good smite here. Oh, but they managed to snipe out the jungler. He goes down. Now EDG look for the fight instead. Can they finish everybody off? Zika has to be the man of the hour. PP God saves him, but the Kingslayer doesn't come off a cooldown. And Aiming finds himself alone. And Flandre wants to flex his new skin as he looks for the kill onto the enemy AD carry. Easy pickings for the Croc. And it's going to be the soul for EDG.
Soul for EDG, the fight for EDG, and that pretty much spells the game for...
Used correctly, and Scout is one of the best in the world at it. And he goes, oh, he gets the steal way. You absolute beauty. Unbelievable. Can close the gap and take the kill. Zeke
no.
trying to get the that ain't happening, mate. There's no way you get that recall off. Equalizer comes down. EDG, this is their revenge for the Baron as every ult on the planet is used.
I mean, you'll take that as BLG. EDG's way of closing out this game was through Baron.
It's the Scryan Orb, yeah. And Paranoia comes through. And it was just the reminiscent, the fading vision. A split-second difference between
I'm pretty
getting that
sure
and
he's just spamming smite onto the first thing that came in range. Was just hoping it was the Baron.
Yeah, I think you might be right on that one. That was as close as they come.
Wave now, the Realm Warp behind.
Here we go, the fight's going to kick off. Equalizer is in, and BLG is spread out. There was 3 of them caught in the meat grinder. EDG blow BLG to another universe here as BU is chased down by Flandre. Nobody can face up to this man at all this game. As Flandre will finish this one off. BU does manage to knock him away. Oh, Zika's here. No way do they turn this one out. Flandre's going to go down instead. Surely here. Zika should be able to finish this one off. Gets the knockup. Finishes the kill onto the Croc. And now TP's back to the base. EDG trying to end this one out. Zika has to be the man of the hour. He has to do the impossible and hold the base almost by himself. BU has now arrived as well. They're trying to clear out the wave. Trying to do anything they can, but the dive can come on through. Knockup is there. Equalizer comes down, but Zika is locked up and taken down. And EDG, it's an exciting way to end it as they finish this series and prove to everyone that they're still on top. The ultimates come out. They're looking for a little bit of showmanship as they want a couple of bonus kills. They've got to be a little bit careful, though. The health bar's getting low as Viper flashes in for a little bit more. EDG still a top team as they take down BLG.
One win on the board for EDG as they start again their campaign for summer 2021, but they're going to be pretty happy, at least with the way that these engages were happening for them. Scout on point once again with this rise. The Realm Warp's looking great, delivering EDG onto a very scared and very shy BLG and River to close out the game with a spectacular fight.
BLG were just not...